All right, guys, welcome back. Turn 33. Okay, you saw the hang up there. It's been 3 weeks, since the last turn. I've been waiting on this player, the last remaining player aside from myself, Metheldaen, to take his turn, but he's been just AFK. I sent him a message 2 days ago, and didn't get a response. So he's truly like AFK. So I decided to just kick him. It is unfortunate, kick him, but hop on and kind of conclude the game. I don't think I'm gonna play it to completion. Okay, so let me quickly like clear through all this stuff. It doesn't really matter at this point. It does. I think the more stuff you have here, it kind of lags the game out. I'm gonna try my best to summarize what happened this game. We started here. We're playing Isabel de Castillon, a human Theocrat, and I remember we started here. We hired Shanga. Where is Shanga? She's been through a lot. Here she is. Shanga, a frostling rogue. Okay, so we started out here, hired her. We went this way. I think we maybe cleared something. Took some. Maybe our scrolls were here, or maybe that was a brigand hideout. Went down here, I remember we cleared the mine. This did not exist. We founded this ourselves. Saw the mountains here. Decided to not cross. Big waste of time. Came down, we took something here. Maybe it was production resource. Came back this way, right? And then we went off this way. Got a builder out. Cleared these to a fort. Went all the way down here. This was an independent draconian settlement, I believe. We took here by force. And it was at this point we were clearing through here, and right. Yeah, at this point, we got a new hero offer, Thastran. Thastran is a dwarf rogue. There he is. Hello. We hired him, and he made his way through here with a bit of a new army, small. And then we grouped up here and took this together. And then at this point, we split up. We sent Isabel and Shanga across the mountains. Didn't clear this, but we took... Actually, I think we did a quest for these guys. I don't remember exactly if we took them by force. Maybe, but... And then we went down here. Took here by force. I don't remember what this was. An orc, maybe. We can look at the name. Klesk. Draconians? Or I don't know. Clearing through here. There was a monster den. Clearing. We went up around this way. We took a haunted boneyard out, and then what happened exactly? We all hit the berries. We were clearing Shanga and Isabel, that is, and then clearing here, taking here, and here we did another split. So Shanga went this way. This was also independent. This might have been Draconian. Almar. I think that's a Draconian name. Shanga cleared here, but took here. Went up here. This is a big mistake for us. We kind of hung around here way too long. We maybe should have not done this. Wasting time with a hero, it's a bad way to go. But we did, our intention was to get a city here, which is actually probably en route. Anyways, and then Isabel went off this way, and we pressed through here. because this player, sswdidi, the Draconian Dreadnought, we kind of knew what he was up to. We had, by the way, during all this time, we had a bunch of cherubs running around the map. We had sent out a bunch of cherubs, like 4 or 5 cherubs. Anyways, I kind of got ahead of myself, because we did end up spotting Talion down here. Talion 769, the Tigran rogue. In fact, we raised an outpost of his here. He did kind of have a bit of a rough game here. We noticed how he lost his leader and hero here initially. Somehow, maybe he didn't attack with enough units or something, and they the Lost Souls here, they do have Undying. Anyways, we saw the bag here, the first bag. We came back up, pressing here, we were trying to finish him off, because we saw all this, but he respawned in time, he did well, and then took our cherub out with a chariot on the mountaintop, so it was good by him. And that was the end for a long time. He was out here, and we had no contact. But eventually we did see the second bag here, and it's like, it looks like he may have made a mistake of attacking double stacks, like it spawned and then attacked again. And that's it is something worth talking about. What are we at, by the way? Oh, we're only at 6 minutes here. Good. Sometimes these conclusions go for very long, but this is a mistake. It is a kind of a good game fundamentals to know, right? You attack a spawn and then they group together, right, with the original spawner, and it takes place here. Well, with the Lost Souls, it's a huge error because they have Undying. The Undying is not the worst part of it. Like, if they were all... the issue is that they're split up. So you're starting here with your army, you're attacking the Lost Souls here. So you kill them, but then these guys are here and they're coming up, and it's like, after you killed these ones, then you're killing these, but then these ones respawn, right? They're Undying. And it's like, and then you kill these, and then these respawn, and it's like a distance issue. You're in a pickle. So yeah, it is a kind of a big fundamental, good to know, good for new players to know. But anyways, yeah, we saw that, and then there was a lot going on. Once we really got ahead of ourselves because Isabel did press this way. But during this time, after Shenga and Isabel split off, Thastrin took his own army this way. This is much, much earlier. We had a quest here with the Orc city of Kahal. But our quest was cancelled because Talion, he's playing a rogue, it was good by him. He vassalized them, and so we lost our quest. So he secured the vassalship here. Thastrin ended up making his way here. We cleared a bit here. By the way, Isabel had cleared this before Isabel and Shenga, very early on. But Thastrin made his way here, clearing here. Going this way. Going here. And then Thastrin was poking around here. Okay, and then we saw that we were in a good spot. What happened was, what did happen? I don't quite remember. I know Isabel came up here. Thastrin came here. Did Thastrin group like this? Come from the surface down? Regardless, Thastrin and Isabel grouped together and then made the attack here. And we had a cherub down here. This is all the expansion of the Dreadnought sswdidi, but we saw his hero stack moving around, clearing in here. So we knew we could like come and hold and take. What happened was, no. He did take here. We took it with like a scout. Somehow Thastrin got over here. I don't quite remember, but the Dreadnought player actually went up here to do a quest, I think, for Kahal, or do something here. And then during that time, we were hiding out here and then took the city. And then we popped up, and this is where this player fell. This is how we took the Dreadnought out here. And then we ended up marching and taking the Throne City. But again, we kind of gotten ahead of ourselves because during the mid-game, kind of a big point of interest this game, very kind of the interesting high point of the game was we had gotten a cherub down here in like the early mid-game. And this player, Metheldaen, had a High Alpha Druid. He had absorbed the city here. And it wasn't an elf, maybe it was, I don't remember what it was, but we had the cherub here and swooped in, took it. And we actually managed to get a plunder off. It's kind of a rare thing. You don't always see that. It's faster to raise just raise in this game, but we plundered it, so we got a huge reward, like 900 gold, and a big chunk of mana too. The way we did it was, he had some animals here coming down. I remember he had some animals. He was bringing units down trying to reclaim, but what pushed it in our favor was we were offered a hero here. It is completely random. It is lucky. It's a lucky thing that happened. The game offered us the hero here at the city that we had taken. And we did hold off on it. It was expensive, and I was like, I don't know if I want to commit. It's a big commitment to hire a hero, like a 200 gold commitment to hire a hero way out here on the far south side of the map. But given that the inn here was not occupied, it was never occupied. So with the Cherub, we slowly were hiring some range units, and then eventually he had a substantial enough force that we hired the hero, and we were able to hold long enough for the full 4 turns and get the plundering off. And then all of a sudden he had us on the run. He brought his leader and hero down, and we were on the run here. First we tried to run this way, but then he cut us off. We ran back. Eventually we ended up hiding here in the mountains, and I was fully prepared to do some dancing here. We were going to have to do some fancy footwork. It was going to get kind of intense, and really trying to be annoying, trying to waste our opponent's time. The way it would work is, we hide in the mountains, and he can't reach us. He's trying to corner us, right? We're cornered. We ended up researching the, basic seafaring, looking to embark, and because the way it works in this game, we embark, and if he's smart, he embarks, and then we can't escape, right? Because we take the ship, but he's already embarked, and then he catches us. So that's what I mean by dancing. You embark, then we would have to disembark, and he would be here embarked, and he would have to disembark, right? And the mountains are kind of like our safety. We're playing around the mountains. Anyways, what happened was he did not make the pursuit. Maybe we fooled him. Who knows what happened? Or he just thought, it's too much of a commitment, it's true. It isn't. We're trying to be annoying. We're trying to drag it out and be annoying and waste time. But I think maybe it looks like he thought we went this way, and he ended up going, or this city, he resettled the city, obviously, so I don't remember exactly, but we basically shook him off our tail and then made the escape. That was Borker the vampire. Where are you at, Borker? Here he is. So, that marked the long journey back home. We took our trip across the little lake here, or maybe it's the beginning of a sea, right? And then disembarked and made our escape this way. It was kind of rough, trying to get back home. Kind of the high point of the game. And then anyways, to kind of conclude, Shenga, as we talked about, it was a big waste of time here, something to learn. Wasting too much time of a valuable hero to be clearing this when we could just clear it later on and then settle a city later. Anyway, Shenga made her way here. We eventually hired Notch, the famous creator of Minecraft, and also a huge donor and benefactor of this game, the development of this game. Hired Notch. He helped Shenga out. We cleared this. He held the city here. We have these things running around. Notch was going to make his way here, but obviously the game is cut short. Shenga was making her way this way. And eventually we were going to welcome Borker back with open arms, right? What else happened? We took the city here. Basically our plan now, the game is over, but we've taken over the fallen empire here of the Dreadnought, and we were going to play the long game, send them back here developing, go in a big loop, and play the long kind of economy game and develop here. Take over Talion's fallen empire. That's one of his heroes. This is his former throne city. Before we make our way here, and then Shanga and Notch would clear through here, and then we would all converge on our opponent, right? Kind of an efficient way of doing it. But you know, to talk about Talion, how did Talion meet his end? We're not sure. We're not sure what happened. Because he was left alone after after the raise, and he took our cherub, but this was a tragedy. What we noticed was where are they? They're in the underground, the last we knew, but I'm not seeing them now. There were triple chariots, 3 Tigran chariots, saber-tooth chariots. Here, it was after we took the battle against the Dreadnought. So we fought the Dreadnought here on the surface. We popped up and surrounded and attacked and won it. And we were kind of like disjointed here, but all of a sudden after that fight, and maybe this has something to do with it, Talion saw that fight because this was his vassal, of course, and it's projecting vision, and we was right here outside, so he would have seen the battle. After that battle, on our next turn, all of a sudden we saw that he surrendered, and then we scouted here and saw the 3 chariots with an item sack. So maybe it means his his leader was here, right? His leader was here, and the item bag is left here because he surrenders and his leader is gone, and then the chariots. So maybe he came up here and then saw that it was just, I don't know, too much. But he could have turned back. We said he could have gone out with a bang if he really wanted to. He could have attacked our hero here. We'd taken our hero before the surrender. We had charmed or seduced one of the Dreadnought's heroes, sswdidi, and it was disjointed. So is that it? That kind of covers it, guys. I think who knows how the game would have gone at this point. Who knows how strong the Archdruid had gotten. We know he had a few longbows here. He did a good job of defending here, at least. This was taken by undead, so was this, but I mean, it looks like they've been reclaimed. I can't click them, I don't. So, how strong would he have been? But we are in a pretty good spot economically. We've taken over some fallen empires. If he had taken, I don't think this is what happened, but imagine if he had like gone after this empire, right? Strengthening himself that way. But I don't think that's what happened. It probably would have been a slow kind of like, we would have done what I talked about, marching this way and kind of doing the pincher on him. Anyways, guys, I think we'll leave it here. I think we covered it. Kind of an interesting game. This is the high point. Very, very kind of interesting. Good to know, like, this kind of play. Yeah, being annoying, dragging things out, trying to make the most of a kind of a bad situation. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next game.